One worker had an accident. His front of his head was damaged. The consequence of this is this: his behavior changed. Then the doctor realized that this is the area of what? Of behavior. This is the area of behavior. But it was not until 60, or it was until recently, that scientists have only discovered these functions during the last 60 years. So this information is new. This knowledge is new. Okay? It's just only for 60 years that the scientists discovered the function of this area. And they found indeed that this area is responsible for the behavior, the personality, the motivation, the foresight of any person. Okay. This is through the box of anatomy and what? And physiology. These books state this well about this area, the front of head. And it is, as we saw here, it's stated in a book titled Essentials of Anatomy and Physiology by Seeley and others, page 210. Okay? It's well stated. Okay. Let us listen to the scientists in this field. Not only the books of anatomy and physiology, but also let us listen to the experts in this field, in order to know the fact about these two verses. We present to you a professor. His name is Muhammad Yusuf Sukkar. This professor is, or used to be, the Dean of Higher Studies, the Faculty of Medicine, University of King Abdulaziz in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. He was asked about the nasya and the function of the nasya. And he replied by this statement. By the way, he is the author of a physiology book used as a textbook in many international universities. He said, the motion of the brain that lies in front of human head is without human being. Human head intends to tell the city made in front of it. We are front of it. If he wants to win it, the city is made married to. Line, simple, nothing. Line, simple, nothing. It's exactly the science part. Okay, this is one of the experts. He agreed with the meaning of these two verses. Of course, we don't need anyone at all to agree or disagree. These are the verses of Allah the Almighty. No one can stand in front of them at all. But we would like to show the disbelievers that these are the verses from Allah the Almighty, not from anyone else. Okay. Another professor. I think we present to you this professor. Professor Keith Elmore. We presented this professor to you when we talked about embryology. And he was a witness for the truthfulness of the Qur'an and the Sunnah. Again, we don't need any witness, because these are the verses of Allah the Almighty. But we would like to prove to the disbelievers that these are the verses of Allah the Almighty. These are the words of Allah the Almighty. Keith Moore, professor, as you know, professor emeritus of anatomy and cell biology at the University of Toronto, Canada. There he was associated with Yes, listen to these words. Yeah, professor will say that the so, listen, his name is this area, the front of the front of the and another organ for the body, just only use hands, listen. By the way, this area, as I said, is the area of control and guidance. And I mean, it's used for righteousness and for wrongdoing, for evil deeds. Either this or this. But we are talking about a lying, sinful nausea. Otherwise, this nausea is used also to initiate good action, righteousness. And this nausea that initiate good action and righteousness is with the righteous. But the lying, sinful nausea is with the what? The wrongdoers. Yes. So, let us continue conveying to you the statements of Keith L. Moore, Professor Keith L. Moore. Professor Moore added, the comparative anatomical study of human and animal brains shows that the nausea has the same function. It is the center of control and guidance in both man and animals that have brains. So not only human beings, but also animals which have brains. Also, these animals have what? Have nausea and can use it to guide them. The same thing. Okay. These are the pictures of different animals compared to human beings. These animals have what? Have also nausea. Fish, lizard, bird, rat, dog, monkey, and human being. But with different what? With different size. With different size. The biggest one with what?
Human being.
With human being. Because human being can judge, decide whether to go this way or that way, whether this is a wrong doing or good doing. But animals, their nausea is small. So, nausea is of man and man. Okay. These are the things that Allah is talking about. This position, Allah is talking about. So, this is the problem that we have. We should ask Allah to give Allah